So I think Ambedkar's theory is a group-based theory. If you take Ambedkar and apply to the modern theory of Blumer, it's a group-based theory that you have two groups, dominant and subordinate, and then the dominant group considered superior compared to the subordinate group on whatever basis, and then they have all the right and the privileges, and they want to retain those rights and privileges, and discrimination and denial of equal right is used as an instrument. But that is the summary of the theoretical background, which I hope, which I was not going to share with you, but which I hope now the reservation policy for the scheduled caste, for the women, for tribal, demand for Muslim, demand for Dalit people, you will be able to appreciate, because these are all discriminated. When we ask for a group specific policies, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe have a policy, OBC got the policies, nomadic tribe, denotified tribe, Muslim got certain policy after such. These are all group based policies. These are not policies based on the individual consideration. And this help you, this theoretical background help you to understand. Let me come to the policy. There also I want to give you a general background rather than coming straight away to the Indian situation. Now, as I say, discrimination involved group-based discrimination, which involved denial of right based on the social identity. Discrimination is also on the basis of region. Region is a good concept. Maharashtrian would not allow the Biharis to work in Bombay. They won't say that A Bihari or B Bihari. No, Bihari as a whole. So that is a good concept. That's a discrimination based on the identity. Now, generally speaking, in the world, now discrimination is not confined to India. There are at least 113 countries where there is an affirmative action policy of closer to reservation time. Because there are minority and subordinate group in many countries in the world. You can look around and then see what are the policies that are used against discrimination in favor of the discriminated group. We get two categories. One is the remedies for past exclusion. But for hundreds of years, for thousands of years, you are denied equal rights, right to property, right to education. In USA, slavery was at least for 400 years, 450 years. So you are denied right to property for several years, long period. In India, Dr. Ambedkar's theory tells you that the untouchability was emerged somewhere around 180 BC. So it is about 1,800-year-old untouchability practices. Their caste is much longer. So that long the untouchables were denied right to property, right to education, right to civil rights. Therefore, the communities which are denied equal right for a longer period of time, one of the policies that is being used was reparation or compensation. That I will discuss with you. And second policy is that even today, despite the law against discrimination, certain communities face discrimination. Therefore, you require safeguard against discrimination so that they get a fair share. And therefore, there are laws and there are policies, but those policies are intended to provide safeguard for the present discrimination. They are not the remedies for past exclusion for a pretty long period of time. Let us discuss one by one very quickly. Now, reparation and compensation involved when compensation is used. It's a very simple concept that one party is put to loss by the other party, and you compensate. You make an accident on the road between two cars, and one party is responsible, one driver is responsible. So, as per the rule, you compensate. Now, how does that concept of compensation apply to the discrimination in the past? And why the people are asking for their reparation policy or compensation policy. The reason is that discrimination involves denial of right to one social group to benefit others. Thus, one group benefit at the cost of the other. The untouchable was denied right to education, women were denied right to education, and by that denial, it is the high caste who benefited. They were the most educated people. And once they were most educated, they were the one who entered into the job then. So when I lose and you gain at my cost, there is a legal case for compensation. And therefore, for the past exclusion, the reparation policy is generally used. Now, there are groups who have been consistently asking for a reparation policy. It has been used. Let me give you some examples. The Jews were given compensation by the Germans in the Second World War for acquisition of their property and land and everything. Whenever the individuals were identified, when Jews were identified who suffered, they were individually given compensation. When they were not identified, a lump sum amount was given to the land. In the Second World War, the Japanese were also displaced by immediately after the attack on Pearl Harbor. They were all get out, put at one place, their property was taken away by the English government. Those Japanese were also given compensation after the Second World War. The women who were subject to exploitation, sexual exploitation by the Korean military, after 50 years or 60 years, surviving women were given compensation. So compensation is something which is practical. Now, the African Americans, the black in English, they are asking for a reparation, asking for a compensation simply because they say that the white of the black. The black was employed as a slave laborer, but the wages given to them were very low. What 14 hours and what is now the African American so there are demands for them. Now, I think I was probably the first one to develop this argument for compensation to the in the DPW paper, which I interested in read that paper, that how the argument of policy of compensation is applicable to the entrepreneur. And that policy is very much justified. And that's as simple as that. That the denial of right to property to scheduled caste, it is the high caste who benefited from the denial. If the land right was denied to the scheduled caste, because the land went to the cultivating caste and high caste. If the education right were denied to the scheduled caste, the person, the caste is benefited from education there and so you are benefited at the cost of denial of the same right to the other. You imagine a situation when the Britishers came here, open up the education system, develop a bureaucracy. Who entered into the bureaucracy to the land? To a certain extent, some Muslims, the upper category of the Muslim community. Now, they benefited simply because an ancestor could not take the opportunity because they were not educated. Even during the East India Company, there was no education right to them. So the argument is women were right to property, right to it. Because Ambedkar would not before the 1961 for property right to the women and education right to the so men benefit at the cost of the women. So men should pay. Whichever form is more equal. Now, so there is an argument for even
Wider party. The essential meaning, if you go to the objective of wider policy, is to diversify and bring the group which are integrated. Special measure in Japan for bureaucracy, exactly like a reservation policy, and we use the reservation policy as well. So there are very intellectual academics in our Delhi who will use this term and say, no, reservation is different from this, reservation is different from that. I don't want to name those terms. But they don't know that essentially the policy has the same goal and same objective.
Business farming and civic right. Now this year, this policy being used. Right? Pakistan is a very classical example where women have a political reservation in the parliament because they are discriminated. So they don't have reservation in any other sphere, but in legislation they have. But if you take all the countries together, these are the spheres which are focused by the policy of giving fair representation. Now the purpose, as I say, is that fair share. Discrimination leading to unfair shares for the fair share. Now how do we decide the fair share? That's an issue. There is a lot of struggle here, a lot of fight here on the fair share. It so happened that in almost all the countries, the criteria is generally that fair share is difficult to define, but let us use population. At least minimum, they should have a share in the legislature according to the proportion of the population. Or worker, you take just the worker, you take the according to share of the worker. Somewhere the informal quotas are used. The entire informal, I would always say that reservation policy for women is the informal policy even used. And it has resulted in education sector, it has resulted into a lot of improvement as a matter of fact. So somewhere it is quota, that is in proportion to the population, somewhere it is not quota. Netherlands, the Northern Ireland doesn't have a quota, but they generally see the balance of the population vis-a-vis the share in the employer. So there are several ways of giving a fair share. In some countries it is very, very strict. In New Zealand and Australia, for Marvin Fry, very strict in giving the share. If you go to New Zealand and they see and meet an ambassador or anybody, or you have any function, they will immediately speak in two languages, the English and the Malay. That's the rule. that any function you have to speak in two languages. French don't do that, although they prefer French, but here it is so strict. And if you go to New Zealand, you will see the policy of giving fair representation to the Maori tribe. Let's come to policy in India and then I'll finish. We know that we have a policy for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes simply because there is a massive discrimination against the scheduled castes, not as much against the scheduled tribe. Scheduled tribe, we cannot combine scheduled caste with scheduled tribe as a matter of fact. Scheduled tribe is a primitive life they have retained, but they don't face the discrimination, structural discrimination the way the scheduled caste face, but they have been combined. That's fine. So we have a legislature, reservation legislature, public job, education, housing. Dr. Ambedkar had asked reservation vote for private sector, but there was some sort of reluctance, therefore he settled down on a public job. In case of OBC, jobs and education, very recently, 2008, we brought an income criterion, we did it a high-class job now, for education and job, we brought an income criterion, you have denotified tribe, notified tribe, informally women, and poor in general. We tend to forget that affirmative action policy is probably used for the poor. In every scheme we say this much quota for the poor. This much should go for a low income group. This is an affirmative action policy. That we don't oppose. But anything based on the group we oppose. If we have a policy for the poor, we oppose. But if we have a policy for the poor from scheduled caste or Muslim others, that we oppose. Without realizing that it's the same policy. Now, I want to just finally discuss few issues and then there is a reservation policy for the last 50, 60 years. There are certain issues which are raised in terms of criticism. And these are 5-6 issues which I will briefly discuss, and that will be the real end I will do. Yes, it will be time. One of the criticism of reservation policy that it is helping the relatively economically better off section from the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. It is not pro-poor policy. It benefit better off section. That is one criticism. Then the argument is taken a little ahead. That if economically better off section among the scheduled castes are benefited more than the poor by reservation policy, the economically better off can benefit otherwise also. Why do they need reservation? That's the extended argument by the academicians, slowly, which is then picked up by a political organization, which is picked up by RSS, asking for economic credibility. The third extension of this argument is that then in that case you have economic criteria. Why do you need caste? In any case, economically better off will benefit out of it. And economics is the everything that determine and not the caste. Let's have economic criteria. That's the argument that has gone during the last 5 years. So economic base for the reservation. Another criticism is that it affects efficiency. You take the people with a lower qualification in employment and other areas. Another argument is that this is a reverse discrimination. When you give 16% to scheduled caste or 8% to scheduled tribe or 27% to OBC, equal amount of half posts are not given to them, or seat in the education institutions are not given to them, which is right. And then there is an argument that some of the subcastes benefit more than the other subcastes, so there should be reservation subcaste policy. Well, let me take very briefly the counter argument against each of these, and then we can discuss. First thing is, has it benefited to the poor, economically, relatively better? I have examined only for the scheduled caste in the EPW article. What I have done is 2 things. You take the scheduled caste employee in the settlement order and classify them into A, B, C, D. Now C and D are mainly type 4 and type 3. Chowkidar, cleaner, sweeper, and the lower division clerk. Now, almost 80% of the posts under reservation in the central government are C and D. Only 20% or even little less than that, about 20% are A and B. Here is the reservation policy which benefit to the, and who are C and D? They are all poor. We have taken education up to 10th class, 12th, higher secondary, and opted out for a chaprasi job or a clerical job. So the data shows that the reservation has benefited in bulk to the poor among the scheduled caste. And here are academicians, when the RSS chief made an argument for economic criteria in Pune, immediately there were 2 articles shoot out by A.S. Bhalla in Indian Express and Hirvesh from Ahmedabad in Hindu. After I wrote and after I gave a statistical evidence, they are so mum and calm and quiet, nobody writes on reservation now in India. Now this is the central government statistic. Then you take the NSS data. NSS data gives you the educational qualification of people in reservation, job in reservation. And there also you find that of the total scheduled caste employees in the central government and even state government, because the NSS data, almost 80% of them are higher secondary and secondary, low educated, going into that support that they are into the C and D category. Third statistic, I took only the rural area because the data was available. Of the total scheduled caste employee under reservation, 37% are in rural area. Rest are in urban. Now for this 37% you get the land ownership data. And if you take all the scheduled castes who are in the government service from rural area and take their land ownership background, you are shocked to see that almost 90% of them own land less than 2.5 acres. So on further. Even 80% or even 70% may have a land less than 1.5 acres. Who are these people? These are marginal farmer, landless and the small farmer. All getting into reservation with the educational qualification of matric and higher secondary. How poor is the reservation policy this statistic tells about? And yet our academicians create huge myth. The reason is Bloomer's theory. That our economic right, our privileges are being taken over by these people. So the motive for criticism is to preserve our fort. Nothing else. Efficiency. So first argument I have given the statistic and all that. Thereafter nobody writes on reservation on that part. Efficiency. That you take the people with the lower qualification. In the constitution it is written that reservation or preference for a job for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, woman or whosoever you want to be, it is subject to the minimum qualification. Whichever minimum qualification government decide for a specific post. Nobody should be taken under reservation below that qualification. You can give relaxation of 5% or 7%, all in that. So minimum criteria of qualification is regimented. Now we don't have a statistic on efficiency, but generally speaking, there is a evidence that despite this concession given to the scheduled caste, if you put them into different ranges, they fit into the lowest or the medium range. In the Delhi University admission, for example, if you find that the scheduled caste students, they have come into the reservation and they are shown separately with a certain percentage, but you will have many of them from the general category getting admission with that percentage. But you isolate only scheduled caste and criticize. But that apart, there is one singular study which is a very marvelous study done by Ashwini Deshpande. She did a study of the railway. Railway is the employer of the largest number of employees in the country. And scheduled caste, not many of them are employed in the reservation. She did a study with a very sophisticated technique with Wiskoff, Thomas Wiskoff, the economist from USA. Both of them wrote in that article. And they came to finding that there is no evidence to show that the scheduled caste employees of any category are less efficient than that of others based on certain indicators and criteria. On the contrary, she found that in A and B category, the scheduled caste officer tend to be more efficient. And her conjecture is that, her reason is that because scheduled caste officers feel that they suffer from complex that they have come under reservation, they work hard. All the criteria she has laid down of efficiency, the scheduled caste officers turn out to be better than that of others. Others take it for granted because they come from that particular background. So there is no evidence as far as the efficiency is concerned. Efficiency argument is concerned. Reverse discrimination, yes, there is a truth. In JNU you deserve 50% of the seats. 50% of the seats are not given to the others. But the argument is not that you should oppose reservation. Those 50% are denied simply because you don't have so many universities. The supply is less. There is a lot of demand for the colleges and university, but supply is less. So you say that the youth from the high class who were opposed to OBC reservation should have taken an argument that we also want an admission, and that's correct. To open up more universities, expand the existing university and create many positions and accommodate those who will be affected because of reservation. That argument is not taken. Equality Student Forum, what argument they did? They didn't ask for the more seat to be created. They opposed the reservation of the schedule. Look at the tendency. Because at the back of the mind is that why are they taking education? This is our domain. I give you a classical example. I was the chairman of the UGC at that point of time. OBC reservation was introduced. I was a member of the committee. And there was an argument by these equalities that our admission will go away. So Arjun Singh called me, Thorat, what is the solution? I said, sir, immediate solution is the following. He said, what? I said, increase the seat by 50% in the same university. So that they will also get admission. That is how the general student got admission equivalent to 27% when it was given to OBC, and UGC gave funding for the teacher and the infrastructure. That's the way to solve the issue, but not to oppose reservation, because the reservation is based on different arguments. So that is the last argument. But one argument I will discuss and close the discussion is the economic criteria. I have only said that the reservation policy benefit the poor. But there is an argument, there is a reason and there is a logic in the argument made by others that there should be an economic criteria. I have dealt this argument in that article. I think the proper solution should be the following. There is no truth in saying that the economically better off section do not suffer from discrimination. If discrimination is the basis for the reservation for fair share, and if economically better off section of a society, untouchable or Muslims, suffered from discrimination, they need a protection in one form or other. So to say that economic situation remove discrimination, therefore economy should be the basis of reservation is a wrong argument. Discrimination is neutral to the economic standing of the person. You are either economically poor or rich, high caste won't make difference in discrimination. In the village, all scheduled caste, poor or rich, live in a segregated locality. A rich farmer, a scheduled caste farmer in a village cannot dare to locate his house in the high caste locality. He is discriminated on the basis of his caste, not on the basis of his economic standing. So you require protection against discrimination to both economically well off and poor. The basis of the discrimination policy should be economic. But there is one argument which I accept of the critics about the economically better off scheduled class, and that is that I take a position they should not be given economic concession. Economically better off scheduled class, if they can afford a tuition fee which is higher, they should not be given the subsidy or concession. Let them pay because they can afford it. So I think economic criteria should be brought in this way, that all economic facilities and subsidies that are given to the scheduled class economically better off, they need not be given for education. I know one or two cases today when the students of one faculty member were engaged for activities in the central school in their and the fee was 700 or 800 rupees, but he was asked to pay 100 rupees. And he became so wild and angry. He said, no, I can afford to pay 800 rupees. Why are you giving me concession? So
So economic benefit should be taken away if the scheduled class can afford it. That is possible, but not the reservation, because reservation is based on discrimination, irrespective of economic. Let us take women reservation. We are asking for 32% reservation. No argument is made that economically poor women should get a political reservation, not economically better. Why? There is no argument. That argument is made. Women are right that they are discriminated because they are women, not because they are poor or rich. So I think that point I wanted to make. Well, I have clarified on many things. I should stop it here. Thank you.
Floor is open. Please raise your hand after the questions, and then we take one. Sir, you take questions first.
No,
Okay, one